Hi, what's up, y'all? It's Pop Cracking. It's D. About to react to this vid by 4D Shams. It's titled The Epidemic of Fake YCs. Okay, this is the second time I've seen this term being used, and I'm very curious what it means. Because obviously we know YNs, young niggas, okay? YCs, young colonizers? Is that what that means? Or is it young, like the slur for white people? Like, that's in line with like Ritz, saltines. Like that would make more sense because obviously nigga is a slur. So it would only be fair to use their slur as well when referring to them, equal opportunity. I'm not going to say it because I like to use my own slurs. Okay, I don't like to use the slurs of other races, no matter how tame it is. Because some people think like that's not even a real slur. That ain't even offensive for them. But it's like, I still try not to use any other racist slurs at all. Anywho, let's see what it means. Maybe he'll tell us. Let's watch.
Like my girl, she turned you on. Alright, pick your casket and your church song. Swiss cheese on.
I already know little bro's gonna look back at this in like 10, 15 years after he's done with this phase, and he's gonna be so embarrassed.
The little racing with the left, right, and bouncing off the load, and I'm the one that took the whole risk and put the Benny on me.
I think I saw him before. He reminded me of that little fat boy from Matilda, the one who ate the cake. That's what he's giving. Was that Matilda?
Y'all gonna like this one, like I said. Bow, big shit on that too. Plop, 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 plop. It's the sound of the trumpet. Knock, knock, knock. Let me in. I'm gonna take that room. Hit that room. I ain't gonna tell, but if the niggas in the room, they singing like Alicia Keys.
He said,
I've been
nigga.
seeing videos of this little white boy, and I'm just wondering who's funding his rap career. Because being a rapper isn't cheap.
I didn't even realize he was on the treadmill. On a moving treadmill. I thought he was just standing there at first.
You think you're just so much better than me, huh? With your long locks and stereotypical YN look. But you know what? You got it. You win. You got it, bruh. You got it.
We're gonna die for this shit.
Oh.
My mama been sweating me. I gotta get a job, cuz.
Not sure if you guys noticed this upon first glance, but the YCs became progressively older as the intro played. We got white dudes throughout the age spectrum trying to be YCs. And if you don't know what a YC is, I'll let this video explain.
I know y'all motherfuckers wanna make fun of me, call me white boy. I really ain't choose to be born in this body, bruh. But I really am who I am in my
But
head.
why
I'm
the
just like
C?
those
What does it
people.
mean?
My name is Charlie Bradford, and I'm a YC. Young crack. Hey, don't say that shit the hard, bro.
And so by now, if
I
you're
knew it. I
subscribed to my
fucking knew
channel,
it.
you should know what a YN is. YN is an acronym for youngness. A phrase which is used to describe young black thugs, gangsters, hoodlums, whatever word you want to use. Now, I previously made a video which talks about the epidemic of fake YNs. These black men who grew up in perfectly loving and caring neighborhoods, households, and for some reason just choose to pursue street life. They pretend to come from struggle, embracing an identity that's not theirs to embrace, all to fit into a certain image. Today we're going to be talking about these same imposters, but in the white community. See, for the longest now in hip-hop and hood culture, there have been white people who have been embraced by black people. A great example is Eminem. I mean, he's so loved and embraced by the black community that there are black people out here giving him the N-word pass and wondering why he hasn't started using it sooner.
President George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. Listen to so many cops all dirty. Stop it, man.
He got the damn pass. Oh, boy, that's it on there.
Wait, he said
Cops
it?
all dirty. Stop.
Sooner.
President George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. Listen to so many cops all dirty. Stop it, man.
He got the damn pass. Oh, boy.
Oh, he didn't say it. But y'all are fucking goofy. Any black person who's saying that anybody white has a pass, you are an embarrassment. Please don't claim my race. Please go off on an island and come up with your own race. That's embarrassing. I would never say it about any white person. I don't care how cool they are. I don't care how close we are. What? Embarrassing.
Eminem is a real one. See, because a pass is regional. You do not get a universal pass. You gotta get your passport stamp. Every fucking new black person you meet, they gotta stamp it with approval. Because here's the thing, there's only one white boy that got a universal.
Honestly, I feel like this also comes from a place of just some black people wanting to be accepted by white people so bad. That's a whole nother conversation for another day, but it makes my skin crawl. Like, they want to be aligned. Oh, white person, let me get close to them. And, oh, you can say the N-word. I give you the pass. Like, oh, I hate y'all.
You know why? Because Dr. Dre endorsed him. His baby mama drama is real.
I'm going to give him a pass because it's comedy, sure. But he might really feel this way, too. So he might also be a coon. I don't know.
And that freestyle he did about Donald Trump was...
And I fuck with Dwayne People, but no. This ain't it.
Brief intermission. I'm trying to get to 100K subs.
Y'all go support.
Culture, hip hop culture that just appreciates authenticity.
Also, I don't like people like, oh, this person invited to the cookout. You also go on the island. You also shut the fuck up. Y'all be saying this person invited to the cookout because they can dance, or it be the most basic shit, and y'all get so excited when white people do it, and it's just, oh, I hate y'all.
Things like living what you rap, not snitching, being respected in your neighborhood.
And it's not wrong with liking white people. Don't get the message twisted. For the slow niggas in the back, it's cool with, you know, loving everybody, but it's just about how some black people are just so eager to be accepted by white people and to try to bring them into our community. And, oh, you can sit with us and please be with us. They can do the most basic, underwhelming shit, and some black people get so excited and so happy, like, oh my god, like, that's what I'm talking about.
Things hold a lot of weight in hip hop culture, and that's also
because they don't do that with us. Other races don't do that with us.
Everyone can tell that he's the
real artist.
He looks stupid. He's a student of the game, and I mean, it's evident by his impeccable rap skills. And on top of that, he comes from struggle. Now, I'm not saying that black culture is intrinsically tied to poverty and struggle. Actually, that is what I'm saying. Matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because as a minority group that's been oppressed for so long, part of our identity is connected to our struggle. That's part of the reason why we have a deeper respect and acceptance of people who have gone through a similar struggle, even if it's at the lowest level. That's also part of the reason why the hood accepts rappers like 1900 Rugrat.
We got YN. What is he considered? YC.
I never heard him.
He worked Belly Gang Cushington.
Tell me I'm the realest nigga. I'm the realest. You already know that trap.
These white people are also embarrassing. It's like, because they're so immersed in, you know, black culture, and I'm sure they grew up in these black neighborhoods, so they just want so badly to be like their black peers, but you're not one of us, okay? And that's okay. It's okay to be yourself. So this cosplaying that you're doing, it's embarrassing. And it's not cosplaying in the sense of, you know, your accent and your lifestyle. You can do that. But you calling yourself a young nigga, like, come on. That's you cosplaying. You're not that. So just be yourself. You can be hood if you're from the hood. You can have an accent if that's your natural accent, because that's what you grew up around. You're a product of your environment. But to go this far, you are fucking goofy.
4 times in a row.
Jim Lee.
I just sit and I stand up.
And the black people supporting this, y'all are also embarrassing. Wrap this up. I'm getting pissed off. I hate all y'all.
And I think the number one indicator that someone isn't faking their lifestyle is that the community accepts them in an organic way. It doesn't feel forced or like they're...
You can be accepting, but I just feel like there's a line, and there's just a certain level of respect you should still have. You should still have a certain level of respect. That's just my opinion on that. And I definitely grew up around some white people who were immersed in, you know, the hood neighborhoods I grew up in. And some of them would say, nigga, you know, they would, you know, have black people around them who was okay with it. But there were definitely some who didn't. And they would just, you know, be respectful. And I always appreciated that about them. Like, you don't have to try that hard and cross that line and be that disrespectful, because just because your coon ass friends are cool with you saying that, you're gonna definitely come across a lot of black people who are not cool with it, because those same white dudes who was saying nigga, they were getting into fights all the time because there would be black people who would be like, what the fuck you say? And they wouldn't accept that. Like, I don't care how down you are and how, you know, you're in the same neighborhood as me, you still white. Like, watch your fucking mouth. And they would be fighting all the time. So it's like, you should still be respectful of all black people, and not all black people are cool with you saying that word. So just respect that, especially if you're trying to be so deep in our fucking culture. Like, you a guest at the end of the day. Like, show some respect. So that's my whole issue with it. But whatever, you gonna keep getting knocked out. Say it all you like. Think that everybody is like the coons that you're around. They not. So keep saying that, and you're gonna find out.
Distorted. You know how
That's
like the
just my
situation
take on
with
it.
6ix9ine,
Wrap it
with
up,
him
'cause I
having to
hate
pay
all
them
y'all.
off for protection and just to upkeep that image. And a lot of times when you're being authentic, not faking the lifestyle, people will do their part and vouch for your credibility.
Jim Lee, that white dude,
Yeah.
he's white. That's what he is. But his soul, his mannerism, his upbringing, and everything about him, that's a nigga. He said, man, I hate white people. If it wasn't for black people, my ass wouldn't have been able to eat. I wouldn't know how to hustle.
See, y'all don't think this is weird? This is such coon behavior with, you know, on the white side. Just think about this in reverse. If there was a black person who was so immersed in white culture and trying so hard to be like the white people around him and saying, you know, yeah, I'm a young cracker. Yeah, I'm like y'all and I hate black people. Like, come on. Everybody would be like, you look stupid as hell. So I don't know why this is acceptable and people are like, oh, this is funny or this is cool. No, this is also very goofy.
No friends, I wouldn't have none of that. It's not an act. Like,
I
he
pause
doesn't
it,
hear that.
whatever.
I believe he'd take off on a white dude for
Everybody's
saying how
dumb.
hard he are. Now, I thought he was, you know,
But he
you
could
know what
say
we doing
it?
exposed. We finding a reason, looking for a reason to pack your ass up. I couldn't. I'd look like a cornball. I'd just look like we picked a fight with. Dude is authentic.
Now listen, I'm not trying to sit here and act like I'm the hood inspector, telling you who's really about that life and who's not about that life and looking into people's backgrounds. But see, the real problem lies in these people not only seeking validation.
Got a gun for that?
Hello.
He said, "Oh, you got a gun in the back?"
That's exactly what
Why?
they're
You the
doing.
police?
Hey, how am I supposed to react? Oh no, my shit.
And look how happy black people get.
But cosplaying something that they're not. Like, do they not realize how dangerous the life of a YN is? Just their whole lifestyle? And the thing is, even if you're faking it, you can still attract real danger. And this is a perfect example of that.
You that nigga that robbed me last week for my Switch, nigga.
Switch, I don't even live around here, bro.
Nah, you got me for my Switch, my Glock with the Switch on it.
I don't have that, bro. I
got another one now.
don't got a Glock, bro.
Where my Switch at? Bro, this dude got me for my Switch.
I swear to God I did it, bro.
Bro, why dude got me, bro? Look,
I really did it, bro. Look. That's not me.
Oh, okay, yeah, that ain't you.
That's not me, bro. I promise you, I don't even live around here.
You know I'm pranking you, right? I'm OKC Pranks.
Bro.
Scary ass.
Bro,
That's
I'm
scary.
not gonna lie to you. Bro, I'm not saying, hold up. Like, Switch, I don't even fuck with Glocks like that, bro. I don't fuck with Glocks like that. Let me go grab my phone.
And look, obviously that video was a
Exactly.
joke, but I promise you, if you look the part, there's gonna be people out there who are gonna try to test you. And sometimes the fact that you're faking it might infuriate them even more. But at the end of the day, it's their life, and if they want to put themselves in harm's way, then it's their choice to make. But I personally hate seeing these non-black rappers doing things to further promote violence within the black community. For example,
I'll see y'all later.
when 6ix9ine was getting into drill rap, he didn't go and align himself with a bunch of Puerto Rican or Mexican people, even though that's his ethnicity. He went and aligned himself with black gang members. And although, yes, they did extort him, a lot of the lashback and negativity that stemmed from his music fell back on black people. And a similar, more recent example is Lil Mabu.
Yeah, at night. You gonna know who did on the face when you go five, you can't the trigger. White boy, put your mind there.
And if you're not familiar with Lil Mabu, he's like a New York drill rapper who basically
Man,
lives
he
a double
definitely
life.
fake,
Dude
yeah.
obviously had a decent upbringing, and at some point he just decided that he wants to become a drill rapper and rap about unaliving his ops.
I'm Matthew DeLuca.
And I'm Charles Joe.
And welcome back to another episode of
Oh my
History
God,
Matters,
that's him?
where every week we uncover the complex history of different colonies
Go
around
to
the world.
hell.
And this week, we got a pretty interesting one. Wouldn't you think, Matthew?
Indeed we do, Charles. Sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and enjoy the
This is
history
sad.
lesson about the Congo.
My name is Matthew DeLuca. I go to the collegiate school. I'm in 9th grade. And my favorite thing about Kids Walk for MSK Kids is getting together with friends and family to support such a wonderful cause. My name is Matthew DeLuca.
Lil Mabu, real name Matthew DeLuca, grew up in a 5-bedroom, 5-bath, 3,327 square foot condo in one of the richest areas of New York City. In his free time, he would escape to the Hamptons, where he would stay in his parents' 6,182 square foot mansion. The combined value of the properties is about $12 million. He's a rich kid who bought his way into the industry with his dad's money and an elementary understanding of marketing. He's not that original, he's not some genius. He's literally 6'9" with a millionaire daddy.
Dude faked the whole hood gangster persona, made his millions, and then after that, he went back to his white picket fence.
I live a double life. School by day, to the streets by night.
I've yapped enough in this vid. I said everything I need to say, and that's how I feel. And that's that on that. I don't care who disagree with what. This is how the fuck I feel as a black person who grew up in a very hood area around actual YNs, you know. And I definitely grew up around a few YCs too. They were definitely sprinkled, and I know how the respectable ones act and how the disrespectful ones act. And that's just my take on it, and also my take on the coon black people who support this behavior. But, you know, there's that. Anywho, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you're going to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!